Hey guys, it is Christina here. If you don't know me, I am a naturopath and life coach, and I actually think I want to be called a time compressor because I compress the time in which you need to learn things. Share this video with Gap Support Australia. Okay, let's do that. Facebook's giving me some options. It's going to go with the options. If you're on, say hi, let me know you're here. I'd love to chat with you and have fun talking about this topic that I want to come and share with you all about. So if you've been following my page, one of the things that you'll know is that I've been talking about divinely nourished. Hey Tom. And divinely nourished is this concept that I've been playing around with, which is really about, looking at all the parts of ourselves and allowing all the parts of ourselves to be nourished, not just thinking about food, but also thinking about how our brain is nourished, how our spirit is nourished, how we're nourishing our soul, and the different messages that we are getting through the world that is around us, through cultural experience, all of that type of stuff. And, changing that, confronting some of it and changing it and seeing what we want to take into the future and what we don't. So I've been talking about divinely nourished for a little while now. We're starting on the 25th of November if you want to join me for that as well, by the way. So what I wanted to talk about today was this idea that for some of my clients, when it comes to actually starting to make the changes that they need to make, whether it be through thinking and whether it be through challenging some of their beliefs and challenging some of their ideas, what has to happen is that they have to learn to let go of some of the old stuff. And there tends to be this pain point in that we know what it's like already to live the life that we're living. We know the pain in that. We know the frustration in that. We know what to expect. We know how it all plays out. But in order to bring new stuff in, we have to embrace those new things. And we don't know what that new thing is. We don't know what it's going to look like. We don't know what it's going to feel like. We don't know how it's going to sound. We don't know all of those things. And so there becomes this scary moment in between where they want to hold on really dearly to the ideas of the old, even though they know they want to go after the things of the future. And in order to be able to go after those things of the future, they have to get to a place where they're at peace with letting go of the old. And I was having this beautiful conversation with my husband this morning. We were talking about caterpillars, and he just brought me a lovely cup of tea. We were talking about caterpillars. And what if caterpillars had this conversation with each other that was like, don't go into the cocoon. Because in all of my caterpillar life, I've never seen a caterpillar come out of that thing. You go into there, something weird happens, and there is a butterfly that comes out. Don't go into the cocoon. Based on the thinking of the caterpillar. It could be something that they actually say to each other. I'm sure it's not, but follow along with me here. In order for the caterpillar to turn into this magnificent, beautiful butterfly, it has to go through that cocooning experience where it kind of turns into the goop. Everything in it is transformed, re-established, molecularly it's moving around. Stuff is actually changing in that cocoon period. And then on the other side comes out this beautiful butterfly that, for us seems like magic. But what if the caterpillar didn't want to go through that experience because it was afraid that it was never going to be a caterpillar again? Because it's based on its old thinking of I know what it's like to be a caterpillar. I don't know what it's like to be a butterfly. But what if it doesn't even know that it's going to turn into a butterfly? What if it goes, I know what it's like to be a caterpillar. I don't know what's going to happen on the other side of that. Do I go in and something eats me? Is that how this works? The caterpillar doesn't actually know that it's going to turn into this big, beautiful butterfly. It's just going through the processes of transformation that it knows that it needs to go through. And the other philosophy of this, and this is with our beautiful conversation that I was having with my husband this morning when I was trying to explain this concept to him, that we have to let go of some of the old stuff. We have to let go of those old things that keep us trapped and stuck and, not moving. We have to let go of that. Yeah, he's following his instinct. We have to let go of the old stuff in order to transform into the new stuff. It would be like having this house that's full of furniture and then going, I want to bring in more furniture. I want to have this bed. I want to have this. I want to have this. I want to have this. I want to bring all these beautiful new things into my life. But the house can only contain so much furniture. It can't contain 2 beds in the main bedroom unless it's a really big room. It can't contain 2 dining room tables unless it's a really big dining room. It can't contain 2 couches that are really big and beautiful, and they might not even match anymore because they're different styles. In order for the new stuff to come in and actually take up the space really well, for it to fit really well, for it to be, designed really well and functional, you have to let go of some of the old. And that can be the scary part that people pause on. They pause on, I don't want to let go because I know what this is like. I don't know what that's going to be like. And a lot of people find that they are somewhat happier to sit in the pain than they are to live in the glory of what yet they do not know. And so the journey of transformation is not always an easy one. The journey of transformation sometimes comes with us facing the things that we actually fear. But as we face the things that we actually fear, quite often we realize that it isn't as scary as we thought it was going to be. That the thing that we have been afraid of is actually not as scary as we thought it was going to be. It's actually quite easy. And when you turn the light on and you look at it and you see it from all the angles, there's a first little, but then it's actually much easier to get through it. And once you pop the lid or pop the cork or you take the anxiety off of it, it actually comes easy to let it go. And so that journey of transformation is one of letting go of old stuff, letting go of old beliefs, letting go of old meanings that don't suit you, letting go of the illusion of rules that don't actually apply truth to your life. It's letting those go. And then it's bringing in the new rules that actually do apply to you, the new words, the new wisdom, the new belief, and locking those in and then moving out of those, functioning out of those. But it requires us to get to a little bit of peace of learning to trust ourselves. Hey babe, you've got it. I've got you. I'm going to look after you. We're going to be fine. We're going to do this together. Like trusting ourselves, but then also making peace with some of these parts don't serve me anymore. Well, they did this beautiful ride for me. They took me to where I currently am. They don't serve me in that next space that I want to go to. In the next space where I love myself so much that I nourish myself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They don't serve me there. It doesn't serve me anymore to believe that I'm unworthy if I'm going to go to this space of being divinely nourished. It doesn't serve me anymore. And I need to create a new belief. And that worthiness story is one that runs deep for a lot of people. And I just want to say, you were born worthy and nothing has actually changed with that. You will always be worthy. It really is just how much worthiness you accept. So I want you to think about this. I want you to think about what things in your life are ready to go. What things, leveling up, absolutely. What things are ready to go? What things are you ready to move out of and grow out of and transform into something new? Are there some stuff there in your life that you're kind of like, yeah, I know, I've been thinking about that thing for ages, but like, okay, yes, all right. Now's the time I'm drawing the line in the sand and I'm letting go of that. Because in order to level up or to move into the new or to bring in some transformation, you have to be willing to let go of the old, the stuff that no longer serves you. So what things in your life are you ready to let go of that you know that you need to let go of? What is the resistance around letting them go? But just like anything, if you let go of something, you have to be ready and prepared to bring in the new. It's the same with, you know, when I'm working with my clients on all sorts of different things. If we're working on parasites, we're getting rid of old parasites, but we're bringing in new probiotics so that we're taking up that space. If we're getting rid of old food that we don't want to be eating anymore, we're bringing in loads more beautiful food so that we're taking up that space. So what are you ready to let go of? And what are you going to be calling in instead? All right, that's it for me today. I hope you have an amazing day. If you want to join me for more of this, you're welcome and definitely invited to come and join me for Divinely Nourished. $99. There's a VIP upgrade if you want it. It's the only time it's ever going to be this price. Next year, it's going to be exponentially larger. All right, bye for now. Have an amazing day. And I will catch you next time, my beauties.